I don't want to over tighten them. Welcome back to my humble channel, to which I hope you're subscribed. If not, that can be fixed very easily. In episode 3 of Letting the Intrusive Thoughts Win, we're seeing if you can lower your car by compressing the springs with hose clamps. Now, to make life a little bit easier, I'm going to compress the suspension with the factory jack while keeping the car in the air on my shop jack. And that means suspension will be compressed, and all the hose clamp has to do is hold it tight instead of do all that work compressing the spring itself. For safety reasons, I'll be using these in case anything goes snap or flying. And all I'm going to do is unwind it, wrap it around a couple coils, and then just tighten it down and see what happens. One, two. Let's just see how much I can tighten it. Well, they're both tight. I don't want to over tighten them because they'll just give me less chance of this actually working. And it would be better if you could get them more evenly around the coil, but the fender liner gets in the way and you can't tighten it. If you were doing this, properly, you would take this off and put 4 around each side. Now, I guess we just unwind the suspension, see if it snaps, and if it doesn't, put the wheel on and see how it looks. I'm just gonna do that. So I've just measured the height and that has made 0 difference whatsoever. Let's see if I can come up with something else. Not wanting to give up too quickly, I decided to try again with the rear suspension on the basis that the spring was a bit softer and it was more accessible as well. Now the real test is going to be when I lower this jack that's compressing the suspension, does it keep the wheel hovering or does it go back to the ground? Interesting. Not really sure what to expect, but let's get it back to the ground and find out. So here's what we got on the normal side. We call that 3 fingers. Head around to the hose clamp side. 2. This attempt seemed to be working much better. The car definitely had a bit of a lean to it, so I decided to whip around and do the other side to get a final verdict.
Wait a minute. You know what I need to do? Carl, I stick of truth.
With the car now back on the ground, I took a final measurement to compare results. And here we are. Original height, ground to arch, 648 millimeters. And with the clamps on, 623. It's not a huge amount, but it's definitely done something. Surprisingly, it actually worked. They didn't snap. I only used 2 on those coil springs. Might need 3 on the front because they are a heavier rated spring on most cars, engine weight, all that. I don't know why I'm giving you this advice. I do not vouch for this at all. They fit, it worked, didn't explode, and we got a reasonable drop. What, 25 mil drop? That's about what you get from lowering springs. However, these probably wouldn't perform as well as lowering springs. Now, obviously I can't drive the car with these fitted, but if I were to, hypothetically, what I'd probably say is something like ride quality ruined, shock absorbers completely ineffective due to the restriction in movement. That's, you know, probably I'd say something like that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more like it. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.